Hey, it's MK and welcome back to another day 2 of Baby Got Scrap. Now, I am using up my scraps. Now, this is from the Boutique collection by Close to My Heart. Yep, Boutique. And I have literally just leftovers from a kit that I had. This is my largest piece-ish right here. I guess it depends on square footage. I'm just kidding. Anyways, and I also have my one 12 by 12 allowance, okay? And what that basically means is that when we're playing in this use up your scraps, I don't know if it's a challenge or if it's just a, you know, show you guys how to use up your scraps or anything like that, but the deal is we're only allowed to use one 12 by 12. And that is mostly for if you're doing a layout, then you can have your 12 by 12 obviously for your base page, okay? So that is kind of sort of where that all is coming from. But I decided that I'm in the mood to do embellishments. I really am. I've got a few packages going out and I would like to make a couple thank yous. And so I'm going to make some embellishments. They're going to be bulk. So they're all going to kind of sort of look the same. But because I'm limiting my supplies and I have limited embellishments over here and embellishments here, they're going to be off a little bit. But once I make the first one, all the rest are going to kind of sort of make themselves. Yeah, I wish. No, they're all going to kind of look the same. So I have my scraps and I have this 12 by 12. I also pulled out these butterflies from Jen Hadfield. I also have my wood veneer butterflies. And I also have all of my flat butterflies. Now, I do have some cork ones that I got from One Canoe 2. This one here, I just glued on a punched out butterfly. It's a Martha Stewart punch. This one here broke, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to use it like that or break off the other wing and just go with the flow. And then I have a bunch of die cuts. Some of them are already like pre-assembled because I was playing around. Some of them are Kaiser Craft butterflies. I've got Prima die cut butterflies in here. This one here is when I was just punching, and I thought it was cute. And so I kept it, yeah, because I don't throw anything away. What is wrong with me? So, anyways, that is that. Now, how did I get this? Let me show you. Okay, so if you don't want to do all of that work to get this beautiful mess, which I wanted, so I wanted all of these pieces to be left in there, and I wanted this, okay? This is the way that this is the style, this is what I was looking for, all right? If you don't want to do that, then you can go ahead and go down to your local craft store. I found this, let me just throw my stuff around. I found this at Joann's. And it's already like, it's just corrugated without the top layer of paper to make it look pretty. Anyways, this is where I planned on going. Now, I did a little bit of prep work only because I don't want this video to go forever long. So what I did was I already yay! I drew a grid on there. Did I say I was going to make 9? Yeah, I lied. So I drew a grid. Now, why did I draw this grid? Because I actually plan on ripping these apart. I don't want to use my paper trimmer. And that is exactly what I plan on doing with all of these scraps as well. I have no intention of using a paper trimmer. But I do plan on taking my pen blade that I absolutely love. You know what? I have to tell you guys that I received one of these in a swag bag on an expo that I went to. Never touched it. Never. And I'm talking like 2013, 2014. Yeah, that's how long I've had one of these. Well, then I went to a Secret Not Secret Kit Club retreat. Whew, that's a mouthful. And I received one of these in a swag bag, and I thought, whoa, great, now I got two I'm never gonna touch. Yay! Okay, but wait, there's more. Then I watched Sandy over at Steak Goddess YouTube channel, and she just took her little pen blade, she popped it out right here and just went and made it look like, oh my god, so amazing. And I'm thinking, really? She just made that look way too easy. And here I am thinking that I am very much so X-Acto knife challenged, and that's why I haven't touched any of these. So when she did that, I thought, you know what? If she can do that, so can I. And I did, and I haven't put it down since. So I am in love. But what I plan on doing, because again, I don't want to use my trimmer, is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just lightly, see how easy this is? Look at that, you guys. I didn't even use a ruler. But I'm going to lightly cut all of these strips. And I say that once, and then the next one's going to be all like wonky. I'm not pushing very hard because, again, I don't want this to be perfect. Oh, I forgot another one. No perfection here. Everything is going to be torn. Everything is going to be, I don't want to say grungy, but, yeah, imperfect. That is the key. That is the game. I'm also, surprise, I'm also going to pull out a stamp set or two because I love mixing my stamp sets, you guys. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so now, how do I do this? I don't know. All right, so now that I have these kind of sort of cut, see, I didn't cut all the way through, all that stuff, I am going to tear. Okay, again, I don't want it to be perfect. Okay, I know, I didn't have to say it that way. So, see that? That is exactly what I was looking for. Isn't that awesome? Now, also, again, I plan on pulling out my stamps because, oh, it's so awesome. Anyways, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, can I be any more vain? So I love mixing my stamp sets. So I might like the word thanks from one stamp set, and I might like the word thank from another stamp set, and I might like the word you from another stamp set. And so that is another thing that I absolutely love to do, and I will show you guys how I plan on doing that. So here are all of my base pieces. See, that is the exact, this is what I was looking for. I didn't want a fresh cut edge, especially when, you know, my upper piece is chaotic. Okay, anyways, so I'm going to put you on fast forward mode, and I will show you guys how, now that is going to bother me, but I can't do anything about that. Anyways, fast forward mode, here we go, and I am going to show you guys how I intend to decorate all these. Let's go! First of all, I would like to apologize that I can't count. I will be doing 16 of these cards. Now, in the end, I only have pictures of about 9 because I used these as soon as I was done and then totally spaced taking pictures. Anyways, what am I doing? I am cutting up a die cut. It was like a cut file that I had used previously with this collection. I guess I am using scissors, but I'm not using my trimmer. I'm just ripping the pieces of paper, but I'm going through all of my absolutely small pieces of scraps before I go into the larger, more like 12-inch long scraps. Just because I wanted to use up little teeny tiny bits of this collection prior to just going straight for the big pieces and then still having all of these little pieces left. Now, some of these pieces are the pocket cards that they're like a cut apart sheet. And so I'm just ripping them in either thirds or fourths. And then some of them are zip strips. And so they are already cut down to 1/2 inch. And once I decide that I have all of my pieces, I'm just going to space them out all amongst the little cards based on like the color that I like. And then I'm going to go and choose a butterfly that I really like. So here are all the cards. I also, I did all of this off camera just because it's, divvying up some paper, and this video is going to already be really super long. Now, I sped this up times 20. Can you guys imagine how long it would be if I did it only by 4? Nobody would want to watch that. In fact, it's the same thing. I shuffle my papers around. I figure out how I want them to go. I'm out of frame, out of focus half the time. And here's what I made. Yay. Now I'm using a little tiny attacher in order to staple the butterfly either to the paper cluster, or I'll staple the butterfly together, because I paired images together to make the butterfly have a little bit of dimension. And then I will staple the butterfly and then use those little dots, the glue dots, to put the butterfly down on the paper, because what I want to do is I want to be able to have the butterfly still, the wings still pop up and give it a little bit dimension. I also went into my stash and pulled out these vellum leaves. They are from a paper pumpkin kit that I ended up doing it a different way. So I had all of these leaves left over. And in fact, I think I used them all up on this project. So yay, go me. I'm really super excited when I get to use just stuff up and not have it in my stash anymore. I'm to the point in my crafting life that I definitely I'm done just holding on to things. It's not fun anymore, and I love the feeling of when it all gets to be gone. I love that. I don't know how else to say it, and I'm not trying to be mean about it or anything like that, but it's a great feeling using something up and being able to go like, wow. So anyways, I also went and took that large die cut and I cut it up into just a bunch of sections. Nothing was straight, nothing was perfect, but I cut it up, and that's one of the pieces that you're seeing here. I just guessed. I had no idea what I wanted. I just knew the size that it had to be in order to fit on the project. I do understand that I am covering up most of the corrugated paper. That's why I was trying to tell you guys at the beginning that just one of those corrugated papers that I picked up from Joann's would work perfectly fine. You don't have to have the distressed ends, not one bit, because you're covering most of it up. You're not even seeing it. So I do also switch out some of the butterflies. I think that by the time that I'm done laying down my pieces, I like the pieces more. And so I wanted to shrink the butterfly just a hair before I add a monstrous butterfly. And on these bigger ones, I do put 2 staples on just to give it a little bit more interest. Like here's where I swap out. So that butterfly is just way too big. And one of the teeny tiny little ones works just fine. And I love how my butterfly, die cuts, these images shrunk down quite a bit because of this project, because I layered my butterflies. There's not just 1 or 2 butterflies. There's sometimes 3. I think 3 was the max. So on these, I don't know, you guys. I love going through my stash and seeing what I can do with it, and limiting my supplies with, this is the project that I want to do, and these are the supplies that I want to use. That helps a lot as well, because it makes me start thinking outside of the box and get going on what it is that, I want to accomplish. And I want to accomplish using my scraps. That's what it is, and like I said, every time I zoom in on the table, I can't ever get in frame. I just can't do it, you guys, and I apologize, but I wanted you guys to see, what I was doing instead of the bird's eye view, and go, well, what piece is that she used, and things like that. So I just wanted to, make sure that you guys could actually get a close-up, because I do, like I said, I started instantly using these and sending out thank yous, and so I only have a few at the end when I realized, oh, crud, I forgot to take pictures. Go me. So the still photos at the end are just a few of what I had left over. So yeah, I forgot what else I was going to say, but it's almost over. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I cannot thank you guys enough for all of your thumbs up, even the thumbs downs. It's great criticism. It it reminds me of why I'm doing this. In all honesty, why do I create these videos? Why do I put all of these things out here for you guys? And it's the comments, the reactions, everything that I get, it reminds me of how unique we all are. And that's why I do this. I do this because, no two crafters do anything the same. Every month, I do a stretch the sketch, and we're supposed to take the sketch and we're supposed to use it outside of its context, right? And so we do that with, everyone. There's 10 or 12 of us doing it, and no two ever are the same. I absolutely love that. So the glue that I'm using, I forgot to tell you guys, I apologize, is the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I absolutely love this glue, and I'm just using barely any. It just takes a little bit, and it has such a strong hold. And here we are. Thanks for sticking out with me again. I said that. I know I keep saying the word again too. I gotta stop doing that. But I decided that the wood veneer butterflies aren't going to go this time. So I laid them all out for you guys to quickly see. I apologize that I don't have any close-ups of the whole gang. But I went into my stash and I picked out this tag that it's a tag and die set, or stamp and die set. Not a tag. Stamp and die set. This one says, "I can't thank you enough," and then has a sketchy heart at the bottom. And the original die for this particular image actually is elongated, so you could wrap it around like a tube or something like that, and then kind of like staple it down at the heart, or however you guys want, to use your supplies. But that's the gist of it. And so I am trying to use a different die that wasn't meant for this particular stamp, but it still kind of sort of fits. And so I have to kind of keep in mind when I stamp my images out how wide the die is that I want to use. And so that's basically just me showing you guys how I'm doing this. I'm also using my little Blossom machine from Altenew. It is the cutest little machine, and so handy to have just sitting right next to your desk when you want to throw out some dies like this. I really have enjoyed having this in my stash. Sometimes I think about, why on earth do I need another die cut machine just because of this? But it's come in handy when I travel. It's come in handy just as a quick, I can pull it out a lot easier than my large one. So this is what I'm doing. I am attaching a cute little gifty on the back, stapling my "I can't thank you enough," and it fits absolutely perfect on the back of these cards. So that is my little thank you gift. These also will make a great embellishment on a layout if that is your jam as well. I want to thank everyone that also joined for this Baby Got Scraps. Be sure to check everyone out. This is a very fun hop. I am enjoying this, and it's only day 2. How fun, and I cannot wait to see what else we all come up with for throughout the month. All right, I will check you guys out tomorrow with Baby Got Scraps. See ya.